Rudi. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Alright, so after I've got fully embarrassed myself, welcome to the announcement of the America's Animal Pack. And that is a little bit more than just an animal pack, but more about that later. Let's first of all roll the trailer once and for all, and then we go into the analysis. Right, so we've seen this once, and you do know now that this is not just an animal pack. If you are eagle-eyed like me, you will have spotted there are also new pieces available in here. I'm gonna go through the entire video, and we're going to talk about everything I have spotted in this video. So we are going to just start off over here. There is a lot going on in this picture, even though you might not think it is, but as you can tell, this is definitely a new fence down here. You can also check this these kind of wooden pieces over here, this sombrero head, these flower type of things over here. Everything is new. Just click over here. I've got the clicky effect on so you can spot that better. Let's move that thing out of the way. We can see also these houses over here. They do use some stucco pieces we are aware of, but that awning over here just already looks pretty new to me. So let's just roll the title a little bit until we maybe get another cut. There you go, next cut over here. So we have to really look closely because obviously they are very good by now in you know, merging these things together. But obviously these kind of what are these, like flags or kind of, I don't know, flags are really good. Then we also do have some cool window guards over here, however these things are called, like these metal fences. I remember me doing them for the Sicilian Alley. Again, these awnings look to be new. We're talking about the Americas, so all a bit more colorful. I love that. I mean, these kind of flags over here obviously play a role. In the text, I've also written that there are coming a lot more flowery items, so maybe we're going to spot some flowers, I don't know. But definitely the litter down here, like the, what's that? That looks almost like confetti on the ground. I don't know, but that is definitely very cool. Seems to be after a fiesta of some sort, which I do like quite a lot. We do also have a new lamppost, if I'm not mistaken, over here. That looks to be very new as well. Very cool. There's also something hanging over there. The whole window piece looks to be new. There is another flag in the back here that we can spot. Very nice indeed. This colorful kind of whatever thing, I'm not sure how that thing is called, but definitely looks new as well. Yeah, it looks very damn cool. There's a lot of new stuff in here. I do believe these are the temple pieces. So let's just roll that a little bit further. Next shot over here. Let's see if we can spot more. The dodo is pretty much the old one. There are some flamingo statues, which I believe we still had. Very hard to tell if there's anything in the back. This is definitely all the stuff we already had in game. This piece over here, no, I think that's the normal gate, by the way. The normal door piece, just with a recolored stuff. So pretty much sure that this is. So let's roll further if the next cut is going to be more helpful. There you go. Oh my god, look at that one. The coyote is just coming in right over here. But I think maybe I don't know. Did we spot everything? I just felt like, oh, hold on, wait, I do see something else over here. Look at that. This is not the typical mulch. I was thinking there is something that puts me off, and that looks definitely to be a bit more of a new ground type of pattern. So maybe some kind of new mulch pieces, or however you want to call them. Obviously, there is like something missing from the jungle, which is more of a, I mean, we do have the mulch, which is pretty much like very brown, but we would need something more rough with a more rougher pieces from like tree trunks and stuff, you know, all these little pieces that you get off as a, yeah, is that like a waste product from cutting trees and stuff that is then produced as a ground pattern. I have no idea how that's called in English. I do love putting that in my garden though. So that's pretty cool. So let's roll the animal. Oh, I love that little licky lick with the tongue over here. Gives that this typical vibe. And then the next one over here. I mean, you know, the model looks good. The fur looks good. I do like it from the face. Tiny bit too cute, in my opinion, but like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. And then we've got, oh my god, like this shot over here is. I've got to spot everything if I can. So we talked about most of it. I think this is just like these new hanging pieces, the flags over here. Not sure if we can see anything in the back. I don't really see any new plants. This pathway over here could be a new way. Not sure if we get a new pathway instead, but yeah, there's also no new flowers or anything. You know, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else. Very hard to tell, but I think there isn't anything new in here. We also may check the next one off, but look at the Ocelot. Ocelot? I have no idea how to pronounce that one. I think it's the Ocelot. I've been in love with them ever since Minecraft. So I gotta say they nailed the texture. Not sure about the model yet. I have to really look at it. But I love the head. The head kind of shape is really what I would expect from an Ocelot. Damn cool. I like this animation quite a lot here as well. Like them playing with the paws and yeah. And this shot over here gives me that maybe tiny bit too cartoony-esque vibe, but it is definitely thin and very nice looking. So quite adorable, but also looking good. Then going into the background, so we can tell there are these typical things. Again, I do hope that we get these metal beams as individual beams as well, and that's not a full awning piece, because these metal beams could be pretty cool. Very thin ones are always appreciated, as we don't have scaling in this game. The more I look at these pieces up here, they could be new too. I thought they would be the normal wooden piece that we know from the Asian pack, but they look a bit too shiny in my opinion. Maybe that's just the lighting here, but if not, this could actually be a new piece combined with the Asian piece, but I'm not sure. Could be, could not, I don't know. Then we do also have another of these. Oh, how's that bird called again? Oh my god, let me just pull that up next to here. Alright, then over here we do see the greater Rhea and Rhea. I did put the text now next to me because I'm pretty stupid when it comes to these animal names. And that one looks absolutely cool as well. I mean, people gotta love a new kind of type of bird, even though it's not a flying bird. We are way away from that one, so very nice. Not sure if anything in the back here from the fences is new. I don't think it is, but apparently could be. I don't know. You know, I don't know if that's like everything new. Like, could be that some of the bushes is new. This one looks to be a tiny bit too yellow for me, so that could be a new type of bush piece. But I'm actually not sure, because we did quite have a lot of those. So I'm really not sure if that is. But anyways, let's go further a little bit. Them running around over here. Look at them. Really good. Like feathery models. Love it. Love it, love it. You know, for me, I would have said that's an ostrich. Like, I'm sorry. Or like an emu, both of these. But, you know, it is the greater Rhea. Okay, fine. And I was told it is the biggest bird on the American continent. So that is interesting. Oh, hold on. What's that piece over here? That seems to be a new piece down there. Like this little styling element, whatever that is. So interesting to see. Let's see if we can spot anything else. Yeah, I do believe that's a new one. I could be mistaken, but I think this is definitely new. We do see the new fence here again. There is our enrichment item, but it is a bit of a recolored one. Interesting choice to do it that way. Dude, looking at the camera. How are you doing? It's good. It's a good model, you know. I'm not going to go too crazy about that model, but it's very good. And then we do see this one as a final shot. And sometimes we did miss out on some animals. And this animal over here that we can't see, I do believe this could be the bush dog, which is one of the animals that has also been announced, which is a very cool animal. I had not had the chance to meet this animal in any zoo so far, or maybe I did and I didn't know, but it's very interesting to see how this works. So very, very interesting, and also very good to see that we have it. But there's also more to this pack, more about the animals in a second. So let's roll this a little bit. I don't know if there's anything in here. It's very hard to tell if we spot, but it's good that we didn't see too many pieces. So maybe this is a good one to find all the new pieces then out very soon-ish. Very good that there is also not that much given away with the trailer, which I do love them them doing. Anyways, let's move over to the pictures because we have got some stuff more. So this is the coyote as said. Very nice image of that one, but you definitely want to see something else. So first things first, let's go to that shot where we can check out. So this is a walk-through habitat as it appears. Can we spot any other animals? Sometimes they sneakily hide them in here. So maybe we can see some small representations of the animals. So potentially there's one over here too. You can't really spot anyone. There's a new bench. Love that one. This is a cool new bench. Look at this. And it seems to be some more... Is that like... It could be the confetti, but it definitely looks to be some new leaf pieces. Okay, so slowly but steadily the puzzle is coming together. Gosh, it's been a while that I was so excited to search for some pieces. Really excited about... Okay, actually this seems to be the same piece. If you look here, this seems to be kind of the same piece, but just flexicolor. Good to know it's going to be flexicolor. There seem to be not new trees in here. If so, if there were any new trees, they potentially haven't shown them. Let's have a look if the pathway is new. I do believe this one is one in-game, but I could be mistaken. This could actually be a different version of the one in-game, so maybe we even get a new pathway in. That stair over there looks very sus, not gonna lie. I'm not believing that they're doing anything new about stairs, don't get me wrong, but maybe there is a bit of a... I don't know, maybe it's built with some scenery pieces. What am I even saying? I don't know. They apparently don't change the pathing. They never do, like in this. Fully doubt it. So yeah, there's really not much to see. Again, these things we've already seen. No new umbrellas. There's potentially an animal back in here, but like, you know, it's all getting pixel peeping at this point. There are some new signs in here. So there's the sake, there's the sheep kind of thingy. How's that called again? The bighorn sheep. And then we obviously have the sake and the white-faced sake, to be precise. And we've got the American flamingo, which is also a very cool one. So that is so freaking good to see that they... I mean, it's usually like they do it, you know? They show some animals and the other one they don't show. They sneakily hide in as signs, which... I'm kind of happy that they at least follow this pattern, not gonna lie. And then we also have another wonderful picture of the Ocelot. Pretty sure that I'm going to use that one as a thumbnail because they're just so beautiful. And then we also have the white-faced sake. Not sure what I think about this model. I was checking them out on Google, you know, and then I was like, what the heck is that? What like, why, you know, are you looking like this? So I don't know if we get a remodel of those, but you know, it's okay. I do like the choice of this animal, but I think they could have done a tiny bit of a better job with this model, I guess, but I want to see it in-game first. But yeah, as I said, the only ones missing is then the bush dog, apparently, and which is a animal that apparently loves to be in water too, which is even written in the copy, so that's pretty interesting too. And then there is a lot of new other stuff as well. So that said, let's quickly get into a bit of a discussion while I'm keeping this one up, because this is really great, you know, this is really great, and I just want to talk to you a bit about the conclusion of this pack. As you can maybe tell from the video, I am a little bit excited, despite the fact this is just an animal pack, yet again, but there is a bit more to it, so let's talk about it. Alright, I decided to let the trailer roll for that one while we talk about this. So, what we're getting are some very cool animals. Like, you don't see me going absolutely berserk because of them. They're mostly, I don't want to say copies, but they're mostly taking, obviously, the basis of existing animals from the game. What would you expect from a game that is already 5.5 years into its lifespan? And I potentially think that this is going to be a DLC they have not really planned beforehand. And this is definitely something they have done because this game keeps selling so freaking well. And, you know, I am very positively surprised by the fact they're giving us 80 pieces. I'm going to read out quickly the text they send alongside this to get a bit of an idea what type of pieces, other than those we've seen already in the analysis, have been. And so this pack also features a variety of new scenery pieces inspired by the American continent. Create a rustic southwestern feel with the ranch gates and ironwork window guards. Add warmth with charming wall lanterns and street lamps. Oh, so these are apparently new ones. Good look at that. Scenery also includes vibrant fabrics such as a mixture of flags and canopy sets, as well as paper flowers, flags to bring a celebratory and colorful character. With these new diverse scenery pieces, you can create a lively and exhilarating atmosphere that will captivate all who visit. Very nice indeed. I do admit that I was not expecting any new piece whatsoever, apart from the potential, new enrichment items sometimes. So yeah, that said, it's obviously not followed by a huge free update, so that hints again that most of the development is apparently ended, but they still give us new content, and this is why I'm so excited. I think Frontier has understood. Frontier has understood the mission. People still love Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo still has a higher player base, constant player base, than Planet Coaster 2 does, which is, you can either say is something bad for Planet Coaster 2, or it is very positive for Planet Zoo instead. Both are not incredibly high, but it's still a very, very good pattern to see that people still enjoying these games. And if you look on a larger scale, the interest in Planet Zoo, if you look at the YouTube environment, so to say, is still there and pretty good. I do think also, as always, the price tag is the same as always with these packs. Very super fair, very nice indeed. There is virtually anything negative I can say about this. I would have been very harsh on this pack if that would have been released within the first 2 years of the game's existence. In the grander schemes of things, I just admit that we are now in a completely different time slot. Frontier focused, obviously, their resources on other games. You have to think about this. They have been in very harsh trouble lately financially. Planet Coaster 2 has been a huge disaster at launch, and now they got to fix this. They won't get any revenue in this year from all the updates they do for free. And Jurassic World Evolution 3 is looming right around the corner. It's gonna be released in the first half of the year, apparently because of the movie's release. We don't know exactly the date. We are all waiting for an announcement, trailer, whatever, but it's gonna come. It's gonna be there. It's already confirmed, and they apparently have people working on that on I guess all engines running. They still give us this apparently very nicely condensed pack, and I'm wondering if these animals are all kind of leftovers, or if they are already animals for a potential Planet Zoo 2. You never know, but the fact that they know they can sell this well, get some cash flow in, plus give us a very much needed little spike of inspiration for this game, again, there is just some positives about this, and I hope that this positivity can translate to you. I'm just very happy that Frontier didn't call it a day with this and focus all of their resources on other games. As I said, 2 actively worked on games at the moment, and as there is already another game announced for next year, which is an unknown owned franchise, owned IP, which, if I would need to put my money on something at the moment, and given the economic situation in the world, this is a very hard decision to put your money anywhere, but I would definitely put it on Planet Zoo 2. If I would need to put it anywhere, I would definitely go for Planet Zoo 2. If I were Frontier, and if anyone around Frontier is just right in their heads, they will focus on that. Just such a loved franchise, such a huge opportunity with fish and birds to explore new areas. They can still produce new types of planet franchises, and it's not the time to experiment. Okay, it's a good old German saying, no experiments. But no, honestly, there is no way they are going to experiment too much. Other they have been on the route maybe already, but who knows. Yeah, I'm rambling. This is it. I really hope you enjoyed this little analysis and my quite positive view on it. I gotta have hands-on with this first of all before I can judge it. Finally, the game is coming out in just a week's time at the 15th of what is that already? Are we already in April? Oh my god, April? Is that now like June, July? We've gone now April. Okay, whatever. I'm stupid. Hopefully you are not. Wishing you a wonderful time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you, well, as you know, in the next one.